From the John C. Hinch Production Arts Studios in Peoria, Illinois, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Montel Hardy and Marcella Gillen. News with Jake Schultz, Gabrielle Balzell, and Ashley Edmond, and your Midstate reporting team. Sports with Kevin McClellan, On the Beat with Christine Kinnear and Christy Surgai. Money Matters with Jewel Jones. Get Real with Elise Andrew. Let's Eat with Stephanie Robbins. About Town with Kristen Pedicini. Street Team with Samantha Levos. And State of the Arts with Elizabeth Scoville. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine starts right now.
Hi, and welcome to the last episode of this season's Midstate Magazine, also known as the Best Of episode. I'm your host, Montel Hardy.
And I'm your other host, Marcella Gillen. It's one of my favorite shows to do simply because we get to review everyone's bloopers.
Oh, yes, this is fun. I'm sure you got some good ones.
A couple of yours, I think, if
really?
anyone's.
You don't have a couple yourself?
None at all.
I really hope we find some.
No, I don't make bloopers or mistakes. Like, all my pencils, they have their eraser fully enacted.
See, I'm actually a pen person, so I scratch it out. I don't
they
use
have
white
pens
out,
now
so.
with erasable ink.
Yeah,
Use those,
it doesn't look as legit
to
me, though. It doesn't feel the same. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't
There's
feel
nothing
the
like a good number 2 pencil, but...
Yeah, I use mechanical, though. You use the original or the mechanical?
Yeah, mechanical. No one uses the original anymore.
I was about to say.
They don't even have pencil sharpeners anywhere now.
Nah, you just buy the pencils and then they have the little ink.
The replaceable lead.
Lead package.
Yeah.
I said ink package.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
But yeah, I'm a pen person for the most part. But,
let's go see what is new with Jake, Gabrielle, and Kevin.
Good evening, I'm Jake Schultz from Midstate Magazine.
And I'm Gabrielle Balzell. Now let's take a first look at the news.
Google has found itself in hot water in South Korea. The company's offices in Seoul were raided last Tuesday as officials suspect EdMob, Google's mobile advertising unit, had illegally collected users' location data without users' consent. This raid is a part of a larger, growing concern about the misuse of private information by mobile devices. Concern about Google has been raised in other countries as well, including the United States, Britain, and France. Apple has also received some heat for possible invasion of privacy. Last month, the company defended its use of iPhone location data, denying any use of the product to track the movements of customers. Google is said to be cooperating with the investigation.
A drug probe in Peoria resulted in the discovery of more than 2 pounds of cocaine in 3 city residences. The searches were a result of a long-term drug investigation and resulted in 3 arrests of Peoria men. One man was charged with possessing more than 900 grams of drugs, and his bond was set at $1.5 million. Police say the search also yielded powder cocaine, crack cocaine, 6 handguns, and almost $30,000 in cash. They are deeming the investigation a success.
Every year, the middle schools of Peoria Public School District 150 gather a collection of the 6th grade to test their knowledge in a meeting of minds. Pat Hampton is the coordinator for this event, known as the Scholars Cup.
You want to have an opportunity to acknowledge students who are good in school, who have academic strengths, and this gave them an opportunity to showcase their academic strengths.
For the students in this tournament, participation is its own reward. Hampton hopes this program continues in the years to come.
A new study has found that graduates of art programs are likely to find a job after school, but will most likely not become wealthy in the process. The survey studied 13,000 alumni from 154 different arts programs and found that the majority of graduates were not only able to put together careers, but also enjoy their work. More than half of those surveyed are working as professional artists or have done so in the past. The survey also showed that graduates of the arts are largely entrepreneurial, with 60% being self-employed and 14% founding their own company. The survey hopes to prove that an education in the arts is useful and relevant. Another study will be conducted in the fall.
I reported on the importance of the Muslim faith for some students at Bradley University. Now Matt Fuchs finds out more about Christianity.
In keeping their religion significant on campus, the Christian fellowship group known as InterVarsity meets twice a week to discuss Christianity in their lives. Becca Wenning, the president of the group, and large group coordinator Kim Avance discuss it further.
We spend time gathering together as a community in different aspects, and it's It's one of the many groups here on campus.
So basically, I'm in charge of planning all our Tuesday night events, and I oversee a committee that meets and brainstorms ideas and different speakers who can come in and talk about different topics.
The group discusses issues such as the relevance of religion in everyday life.
Religion is a foundational thing. For Christians especially, it talks about your house being built on sand or rock, and rock being a solid foundation.
I think because my faith and spirituality in life has definitely helped me a lot and kind of shown me a better path to live my life. I know that being involved in this organization has really helped kind of straighten out some kind of difficult areas in my life, and definitely focusing on God and the Bible and reaching out to others and having a strong Christian community kind of helps out me in my walk with God and kind of strengthens it and builds it.
What unites the group is a sense of camaraderie and purpose about their faith.
And we don't just want to be people who talk about Christianity, but we want to be people who live Christianity out. And granted, we all make mistakes, we all fail.
Sometimes I feel like I'm not maybe the strongest Christian as somebody else, but we're here to help each other, and it's okay because we're all coming from different places. And it's more about your faith and how you want to grow rather than what do you know.
Christianity gives us hope, and it's a faith in terms of we have a purpose here on earth. There is something greater in this world.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Matt Fuchs.
Students at Bradley University shaved their heads earlier this month in honor of children battling cancer. Among the attendees was President Glasser, as well as families whose children carry the disease. The event was to raise money that will go towards finding a cure. For more information on the cause and how you can help, you can visit stbaldricks.org. Now here's Kevin McClellan with sports.
Bradley men's soccer coach Jim DeRose announced on Monday that the team will travel to the Caribbean at the end of this month. They'll spend 9 days on the island of Barbados. Trip isn't just for fun. The team will play the under-23 national teams from Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago, and the national teams from Barbados, Dominica, Grenada, and St. Vincent. The Braves will arrive on Barbados on the 22nd of May and will play all of their games in the National Stadium in Waterford, St. Michael, Barbados. The club finished with a 4-1-3 record this spring training season, and this fall expects to return 20 of its letter winners and also 7 newcomers. Now, Lenata Cunningham finds out about a fun new sports day to educate children about healthy snacking and activities. She spoke with the organizers about this event.
Bradley University Athletic Department has put together an educational program for young students of Peoria. Now, various sports athletes will share their experience with us.
Having the ability to interact with these young kids, I think, does a whole bunch for confidence and getting our name out there and giving them somebody to look up to. So I think events like this and giving them that kind of reward for doing great things in school and being that person, like that leader in their classroom, is great incentive, and I think this day is a great idea for doing that.
No, I never had this opportunity to go to a college even when I was in grade school. I had no idea what that was like. So this for me would have been just a wow factor, honestly. I think the experience that they get here is going to help them really think about the future. Maybe they might not think about it so much while they're in grade school, but it comes up really quick. So having this in mind, it kind of gives them a heads up for what's ahead of them.
So we're trying to teach them kind of in a fun way, like about how many servings of fruit they should be getting a day. So with smoothies, we kind of just figured you get to eat and kind of learn what goes into making a smoothie, how you can make a really simple smoothie in 30 seconds. And then with the shoot the fruit over there, basically like you're racing against another team and trying to, if you get 5 shots, you make 5 baskets. Technically, you get your 5 servings of fruit a day. So we're just trying to incorporate healthy snacking and stuff like that into fun activities.
I mean, other than like nutritional value and the value of good academics and teamwork, I think they also get kind of a respect of how like we are as people. I think they see us on TV or come to games or something and they look at us like, oh, they're just basketball players or just volleyball players and so on. And I think they actually get kind of get to interact with us a little bit and see that we're actually just like them. And I mean, we've been through all the same things they have been through as kids.
This is us. We're not putting on a fake face or anything. We're out here teaching them about what we do every day and how to have fun doing it. And I think it's really good because I never really got to do anything like this when I was young.
I think what they're going to take away most is the ability to see what it's like to interact with college athletes who are motivational and who are going to reach out to them and take some interest in their lives. They're going to be able to see our lives even, like glimpse inside of them, see what we do academically and athletically and nutritionally, and that way they can look up to their role models or create new role models to follow after.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Lenata Cunningham.
That's all for sports. Now back to you, Gabrielle.
For one house owner, a haunted house is a blessing. In Marblehead, Massachusetts, James Cohen was out of town when his house had a leaking pipe complete with sagging ceilings. The police received a call from the house about the damage, even though no one was staying in the house at the time. Police came to the house and controlled the flooding. They contacted Cohen about his house's condition afterwards. Police suspect that the water short-circuited the phone system, causing the call to 911.
It must have been Casper.
It's a little early for Halloween, isn't it, or something like that?
It's a little weird.
Well, that's all for the news. And for this season of Midstate Magazine, I'm Jake Schultz.
And I'm Gabrielle Balzell.
And I'm Kevin McClelland. Have a good summer, and we'll see you next season.
That's scary. I mean, if he called, I wonder if they said anything or if it was just like a heavy whisper.
Yeah, and then of course that sets in more panic for the police officer in that type of a situation.
And they rush there and there's nobody in the house. I mean,
Yeah.
but I don't know, like a falling ceiling is pretty dangerous. I mean, if somebody was ever in the house.
Yeah, they could be squashed
So
immediately.
it's a good thing.
Yeah, unlike me, when I was younger, I actually wound up, just calling the police. Just randomly,
did that once?
I would just press 911.
Oh no,
just
Montel,
kinda,
that could have ended well.
Well,
What did
see,
they
what
say
happened
to you?
was they come by and they'd be like, "Oh, hey, nothing's wrong."
They came by.
Yeah, they came. You have to come through. Like they can trace the phone line. They can always trace the phone line. So then they come through, and then they see that everything's okay.
Oh, you're a rebel at a young age.
Yeah, yeah. But I think the third time, I think they told me that I would probably be fine.
Third time.
I mean,
You know what?
Yeah, it happened.
I think I remember one time I did
Yeah.
dial 911 myself, and I
Yeah.
talked to the some officer on the other line, and he told me to put the phone down. After he asked me if there was an emergency, and I was like, no, and I just kind of was talking to him, and he told me not to call again, so he scared me out of it. But
Yeah, that's cool. Have you ever seen like PBS when they do their pledge drives and all of that?
no, I have not.
Well, they basically like cut 5 minutes out of every channel, or not every channel, every show on the channel.
Really?
And they kind of use it to go to the call center and explain how you can get this Tickle Me Elmo if you pledge like $20 towards PBS, because that's the way they work. And well, a lot of times as a kid, I'd watch it. You get interested in wanting the toy animal, and you call the number.
You wanted the Tickle Me Elmo.
Yes, I did. And the good news was, though, they wouldn't really find you. You can just keep calling back, and they would just be annoyed and hang up on you.
Annoy the operator. That's something.
Meanwhile, I'm running up my grandma's phone bill. So.
I'm sure your grandma loved that.
Yeah.
Now we take a look back at our favorite guest of ours, musician Cheryl Roddy.
Welcome to State of the Arts. I'm your host, Elizabeth Scoville, and today we welcome back Cheryl Roddy, an aspiring songwriter and guitarist. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you again for coming again. So, I understand that you auditioned for America's Got Talent. How did that go? Tell me the whole process.
Well, I drove up to Chicago, and my parents and one of my friends came with me, and we had to wait outside McCormick Place, and this was like back in October, November, so it was kind of cold outside. And it was really early in the morning, and I waited hours. It took forever to get inside, and then I waited inside for hours, got my number called, and I was grouped up with a bunch of other guitar players and singers, and they heard me sing. They liked what I had, and they liked me, so they sent me off to another audition that day, which most people just went on, and they told them, if we want to hear back from you, you have to wait until, January or February. But they told me to go on to executive producers that day, which is really awesome. They took my picture. It was a pretty big deal, and I sang in front of 6 people, and they told me that if I hear anything, it won't be until March or April. So.
Wow, that is intense. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
For the present, what are you going to be singing for us tonight?
I'll be singing a song that I recently wrote called The Love Songs I Sing. It's kind of a play on other love songs, and it's kind of catchy, a little cute.
Cool. Well, whenever you're ready, go ahead and start.
All right, thanks. I could say, hey you, I don't like your girlfriend, but say, yeah, you belong with me, but how do I know if that's true? All I know is I want you to want me, and I need you to need me. It's as easy as ABC, 1, 2, 3, and baby, just you and me. Oh, just tell me that you love me, like I know you do. So the love songs that I sing will finally come true, and I won't have to sing everybody else's love songs. There can be one that's written for only just you, only just you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll kiss you on the bitter barley, out on the green, green grass. Oh, I'll hold you, love you, even add an extra day to the week for you. Oh, I'll come to you with open arms, believe in what I'm saying. Oh, 'cause your love is my drug, and baby, I'm addicted to you. Hey, just tell me that you love me, like I know you do. So the love songs that I sing will finally come true, and I won't have to sing everybody else's love song. There can be one that's written for only just you. Yeah. Oh, baby, yeah, yeah. Oh, baby, song, baby, please let me write you a love song, not 'cause you asked for it, no, no, oh, 'cause I'm yours, I'm yours, I'm yours, so here's your love song.
Wow, Cheryl, that was really great. Thank you so much again for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, for more on Cheryl Rohde, check her out on Facebook or on YouTube. For State of the Arts, I'm Elizabeth Scoville.
Thanks, Lizzie. Now, Cheryl is a very talented young musician.
Yes, yes. I was really impressed with her ability to write lyrics. I think I probably might have said the same thing when it first aired, but it was really creative, and she has a great voice.
I always think to myself, you know, it's one of those questions similar to what came first, the chicken or the egg.
Yeah.
What comes first in writing a song? Do you write the lyrics or do you write the music for it?
See, what I've always heard, especially because I'm really into hip hop, is that you get the beat going first. And then you kind of freestyle off the beat, write stuff down.
Yeah, she did freestyle. I really liked it when she sort of, I think they call it scat singing, when she just kind of makes, and it's really like a part of American culture because of the whole jazz thing.
Yeah.
It's what defines us. So I think she did a good job incorporating that into
It really did. It caught me by surprise, and I liked it because she did a little bit of everything.
Yeah, she did.
So
I almost felt like some of the lyrics though were similar to other popular songs out there, and she just kind of, you know, that it reminded me of other little songs.
Yeah, she kind of played on it. Yeah, I liked it a lot, and I'm sure maybe some of the original artists, might like it a little bit.
Oh, there was a big controversy with Lady Gaga trying to copy one of Madonna's songs.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she ever got fined for it or anything, but she apologized and said it was no intention and it was different.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's just inspired by Madonna's song.
Yeah, I really hope she's not offended. And if you look at some of the music we have now, it's kind of happens the whole world over. No matter what genre, you're always taken away from older music.
That's true.
Anyways, Elise tells us about the Oscar contenders that would be great movie rentals during the summer.
It's Oscar season, and for this week's Get Real, we're hitting the red carpet, taking a look at this year's top 5 for Best Motion Picture. There's a great mixture of suspense, drama, comedy, even Woody and Buzz Lightyear make an appearance. So let's take a look.
I need to do something substantial in order to get the attention of the clubs. Why? Because they're exclusive and fun, and they lead to a better life.
In a school full of geniuses, how do you distinguish yourself? Follow Mark Zuckerberg, played by Jesse Eisenberg, on his journey establishing one of the most influential websites of all time.
They're saying we stole the Facebook.
I know what it says.
So did we?
Can't wait to stand over your shoulder and watch you write as a check.
If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, you'd have invented Facebook. As for the charges, I believe I deserve some recognition from this board.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
I don't understand.
Which part?
Hey, Bug. Don't be back late.
I know.
Come give us a hug before you go. Hugs.
Hug her. That's what she's there for.
This witty comedy takes a new look at a modern-day family. Annette Bening and Julianne Moore have raised 2 happy, healthy children, but when they turn 18, they set out to find their biological father and find him.
Right on.
You met him, and that's cool. And now we can move on. I want to see him again.
You do?
You do?
Why'd you donate sperm?
She seemed like a lot more fun than donating blood. Hey, I'm glad I did it.
To an unconventional family.
Our new Swan Queen, the exquisite Nina Sayers.
I'm Lily.
You're gonna be...
Ballerina Nina Sayers wins the prestigious part of the White Swan in Swan Lake. But when another ballerina threatens her new role, she slowly begins to lose her mind.
You. Nobody's after you.
What happened to my sweet girl? She's gone!
You're alive! What? I'm alive! Hey, my hat! Wait, where's Buzz?
The third and final installment of Pixar's Toy Story is the ending of an era. Woody and his gang must find their way home and put Buzz Lightyear back to normal before their beloved owner, Andy, leaves for college.
Get you home before Andy leaves tomorrow!
Tomorrow? But that means...
It means we're busting out of here. Tonight.
Do you know any jokes?
Timing isn't my strong suit.
I can cure your husband, but I need total trust.
Colin Firth dives into the role of King George VI, a royal with an unfortunate and noticeable stammer. With the help of his wife and a speech therapist turned friend, he will find his voice in time to address a nation at war.
Listen to me! Listen to me! Why should I waste my time listening to you?
Because I have a voice!
Yes, you do. Your first wartime speech.
Broadcast to the nation and the world.
Just forget everything else and just say it to me.
All great films for a great award show. Don't forget to watch and see who wins that gold statue this Sunday. For Get Real, I'm Elise Sandert.
Thank you, Elise. No, those are outstanding movies. Almost every single one of them. So
yeah, every one of them. As good as they are, I've still only seen one. Only seen The Social Network. I haven't seen the rest of them.
Oh yeah, and I saw Toy Story. I know, I'm a child.
Tell me about it. No, I'm just jealous. I'm not.
I saw it in 3D too. It was quite the show.
Like,
well, I was constantly trying to touch things.
Okay.
And I kept saying, well, maybe if we sit closer, we could actually touch them. No.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear. You want to?
Yeah, no. It was, and then I mentioned earlier in the season, there was a show, the part in the show where Buzz actually becomes Hispanic lover, and he starts just like speaking in Spanish mode, and it's really funny.
Oh man. One thing I am a huge fan of is the cast that does the voices. I've always been a big, Tom Hanks.
They're so animated and full of life.
A lot of them really don't act too much anymore, but their voices and their vocal variety from being actors is what makes the movie a lot better.
Because when you're not like on camera, you can always be behind the camera contributing.
Yeah. And one thing I would say is, in addition to that, you still need to see The Social Network. I'm just going to push that.
I will, but these are summer movies to watch, and summer's a long time. And but the thing is, no one needs to be inside watching TV during the summer. They need to be outside.
Yeah, they do. They need to be outside, getting
Being
exercise,
active.
you know, having fun. There's always a lot of stuff
I guess,
you can do in the summer.
during the night or something.
Yeah.
Family movie night, you could watch these, definitely.
Especially, you know, I play a lot of video games too, and what they have now is the little Netflix on Xbox. And
Oh,
so
yeah,
now
I've seen that, and those come in handy.
Yeah, you can just
because
download
sometimes
whatever you want.
you're caught in a situation where you have friends over and, you know, you have the Xbox, but you have Netflix available to you, so you can kill 2 hours, watch a movie.
Yeah, and I think between that and I think PlayStation 3 also has something like that.
They do? So you would know more about this than I do.
I play so many video games. I play so many
all
video
these
games.
different
But yeah.
systems.
Yeah, they all have ways for you to watch movies. If you're not the person, I would go to Blockbuster and do it yourself.
Talk about technology convergence.
Good.
Well, Samantha Levos finds out how much people know about film history.
This week's Street Team is movie theme. Let's see how much Bradley students know about movies. How many times have Julia Roberts and Richard Gere worked together?
I'd guess around 4, maybe 5. 4? 3? Higher or lower? I don't know.
Twice. Twice, and can you name those 2 movies?
The prostitute one. Pretty Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty Woman? Is that right?
That's one of them.
I'm like right there, but I can't get the name.
Get it. You can get it.
Pretty Woman and Runaway Bride.
Alfred Hitchcock and Cary Grant made 4 films together. Can you name any of those films?
Never heard of them. I have no idea.
I'm not good at remembering names.
Scream? Feed the Birds?
I don't know which ones they were in together. I don't think Cary Grant was in Birds or Psycho.
Suspicion, Notorious, To Catch a Thief, North by Northwest. Brad Pitt was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for what film?
Ocean's 11.
Thelma and Louise?
I don't know. 12 Monkeys, have you heard of that?
I have actually seen it. That's a good one.
What kind of Oscar did Matt Damon and Ben Affleck win for the film Good Will Hunting?
Best Picture.
Was it Best Actor? One of them Best Actor and one Best Supporting Actor?
Best Actor.
Original screenplay?
Yes! You were the first one that got that.
That is my favorite, one of my top 5 movies.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Samantha Levos.
Thank you, Samantha.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking about how we would have liked to have seen.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no such thing as a dumb answer.
Yeah.
But
there's definitely such thing as a bad answer.
But just the most interesting responses to some of these questions.
We've had some bad ones this year. We really have. I think maybe between Super Bowl and I think we did one about astrology too.
Yeah, you know, but it's funny because sometimes it's not in their area, so they have no idea what
it doesn't have to be in your area of expertise.
If it's in your area, it can either make you look good or it can make you look really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, everyone kind of just says, no, I don't know, instead of giving that one answer that
right,
no one's going to forget. Right, because
I always think the same thing. If you don't know, you could just be honest and say you didn't know.
Yeah.
Or you could give an interesting answer and make for a laugh.
Yeah, or you could just say something stupid.
Like, see, I would be the one to say just something stupid.
Well, like, in the ballpark, you know, I want to say some people really fail. Like, remember the one question about how much does the Oscar weigh? And someone said like 30 pounds. So
you couldn't walk off stage with the Oscar.
You could drop it and kill yourself. Like, I don't really know how you could possibly have that happen.
It would be way too dangerous. Justin Bieber wouldn't be able to walk off the stage with an Oscar.
I don't think he can bench an Oscar yet, so I'm just going to be real about it.
But if you ask me anything about sports, I couldn't even give you a ballpark.
I understand. Our Stephanie Robbins goes to a favorite Mexican restaurant for this Best Of episode.
Vamos a verlo.
Located in the Peoria Metro Center, Jalapenos is a great place to enjoy Mexican food, drinks, and culture. Jalapenos server Ricardo Martinez tells us a little about the weekday drink specials.
Jalapenos is known for margaritas. They're really good. Tuesdays, 12-ounce margaritas for $3, and Fridays, 27-ounce margaritas for $6.50.
Jalapenos isn't just a bar, but a family restaurant as well.
Jalapenos is more like a family restaurant. During the weekends, after like 10, it's more like only bar people drinking. But it's mostly a family restaurant.
Ricardo shared a few of his favorites with us.
steak fajitas, we have this special entree. It's not on the menu, but it's called ranchero cheese steak or chicken. It's bell pepper, onions inside. It's like a quesadilla, but with cheese on top of it.
Ricardo truly had great suggestions. The steak fajitas were juicy, tender, and full of flavor. The steak burrito was topped with cheese, a little spicy, but still very delicious. The ranchero cheese and chicken was full of spice and would please anyone looking for an extra kick.
So when you're looking for a laid-back night on the town or celebrating any holiday, you can come to Jalapenos to have a festive meal. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Stephanie Robbins. Hasta luego!
Hasta luego, Stephanie. I'm so jealous. She gets to go to all these great restaurants.
Yeah, and it's never something I don't like to where I'll be like, okay, well, you know, but each week is something that I really like.
Oh, and I especially like the Mexican food. I mean, come on.
Yeah, yeah. All the quesadillas and all of that looked amazing.
Yeah, you know, my family used to operate a Mexican restaurant and grocery store, but now we just have the grocery store.
Okay.
But my mother was in charge. Well, at first she started off like being the head chef there, and she tried to make everything as authentic as possible.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times Mexican restaurants try to Americanize the food and kind of adjust it to Americans' taste buds. But really, the really good Mexican food is like the authentic, spicy, flavorful.
Yeah.
And
so explain to me how this Americanization process of
Taco
food.
Bell. There you go. I mean, everybody's like, oh, I love Taco Bell, but it's not very authentic. Let's get real.
No, it doesn't. I mean, but that's fast food in general, though. You really fast food versus home cooked. It's never gonna be the same.
And in ours, we would everything would be homemade, and we had it set up so that you can watch them making it in front of you. Like it was kind of neat, and a lot of people came and loved it. So Jewel Jones reminds us of some financial advice.
Hi, I'm Jewel Jones. The ATM has made banking a convenience. From depositing a check to withdrawing money, the ATM does it all. However, using another bank or credit union's ATM will cost you. According to Bankrate.com, people spent $4 billion on ATM fees in 2007. With the average ATM fees approaching $3, there are some ways to avoid the extra charge. One way is to find a bank or credit union that is part of a surcharge-free ATM network, such as Allpoint, Star, or MoneyPass. 2, with your debit card, enter a business that allows you to get cash back with the purchase. That way you can buy something for under $2 and still get your cash. You'll save at least $1 getting your money from the store opposed to the $3 you'd be spending at the ATM. Imagine how much money you can save by avoiding the ATM. With Money Matters, I'm Jewel Jones.
Thank you, Jewel. Yeah, those ATMs really do have those hidden fees to them.
Yeah, she said $4 billion a year.
$4 billion.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's a chunk.
Yeah, and it's a lot more.
Yeah, banks do they hide that very well, that information.
They really do, and it's one of those things, you know, people tend to just, you know, $2 here, $2 there, but if everyone just gives, then these banks just kind of.
And she says it's approaching 3, just like gas prices. It'll just keep going up until a point.
What are we at, 4.50?
I don't want to talk about it.
One day
it
will be at
$9,
and you'll just get one gallon.
No one will drive if it's at $9, except for whatever, Bill Gates. He'll be the only one on the road, just kind of cruising.
I know one of my favorite comedians, Chris Rock, always said that eventually people will give gas out, you know, at restaurants. So you'd be like, hey, give me a tank of gas for the blonde over in the corner.
Oh,
you know?
no,
some people, as a way to, you know. So.
At a restaurant, or it sounds more like a bar.
Yeah, bar, restaurant.
Yeah, there you go.
Christine Canor gives us a review of some hilarious music.
The Lonely Island is Akiva Schaffer, Jorma Taccone, and Andy Samberg. Best known for their work on Saturday Night Live, the comedy troupe is responsible for smash hits such as Lazy Sunday, I Just Had Sex, and Grammy-nominated I'm on a Boat. The 3 friends got their start in junior high school, creating live comedy skits that developed over the years into short comedic films, music parodies, and even a full-length television pilot, before catching the attention of TV producer Lorne Michaels of Saturday Night Live. Since the group's 2005 inception into Saturday Night Live, the members of Lonely Island have developed some of the most memorable SNL skits, most notably MacGruber. The comedy trio is also responsible for the creation and success of the SNL Digital Shorts series, the platform that airs the music videos created by the Lonely Island. The success of the SNL digital short series was triggered by the phenomenal response it received on the internet after their first music video, Lazy Sunday, went viral. The group eventually dropped their first full-length album titled Incredibad in February of 2009. The album included guest artists such as T-Pain, Norah Jones, Jack Black, Natalie Portman, and Justin Timberlake. The trio's second album, titled Turtleneck and Chain, is scheduled for release on May 10th. The already popular songs I Just Had Sex and The Creep featuring Nicki Minaj, which aired on SNL, will be featured on the album. With On the Beat, I'm Tina Fey.
Thank you, Tina.
Yeah. So I was still supposed to see The Creep, and I haven't seen it yet.
You were supposed to, and you said you would because it had Nicki Minaj in it.
I will, because it has Nicki Minaj in it one day.
Yeah,
eventually.
it's a great exercise to do. It's kind of up there. Have you ever seen the music video Yes Man?
Oh, I love that one with Jim Carrey.
Then you're gonna love The Creep.
The Creep? Okay.
The Creep is like, it was like marionette dolls just like creeping everyone out.
Yeah, describe to me the video again, how'd it go?
It's a tad inappropriate. I mean, it's funny inappropriate. It's pushing lines, but I mean, it's even got Nicki Minaj like with a little peephole, like looking in the locker room, creeping.
Oh, creeping. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
It's pretty funny.
Hence the name The Creep.
Yeah, they're a great band. They're a funny band.
Yeah, they have a bunch of songs. A lot of them, like, I didn't really know it was them that actually made it, but they're all really funny.
They are. And I was lucky enough to go see a band live yesterday, Safety Suit.
Oh.
I got myself autographs and a pick, like a guitar pick. And
yeah. Were you creeping on anybody from Safety Suit?
I stalked them beforehand. No big deal. I had a lot of fun, and I think they did too. They came to Bradley.
That's good. Yeah, all around good time.
Yes. Kristen Pedicini learns how to kick, stretch, and kick with the block of the week.
Imagine you're walking along a dark street and suddenly you're attacked. What do? Today we're here at the Markin Center at Bradley University to talk to Michelle Fry, a black belt in Taekwondo, on what to do.
So your attacker comes up behind you and he grabs you from behind like a bear hug. You can't breathe because he's squeezing so hard. So the first thing that you do is you drop down and bring your legs real wide. Then you grab your own wrist. Now you can breathe because your shoulders are protecting your lungs. The next thing that you do to get away is jump out into a T. There, that breaks his grip. Now you can go ahead and grab right behind his ankle and pull up. And he falls right down, and you can run away now.
All right, let's see that one more time.
The most important thing is don't make yourself a target. Don't walk around alone at night. Don't have your iPod in. Don't talk on the phone. Don't be texting. Don't do things that make yourself look oblivious. Like if you're not aware of your surroundings, you become a target really fast.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Kristen Pedicini.
Thank you, Kristen. Michelle had some really good advice for what not to do when you're walking.
Which are all typical normal people things. So
typical teenager stuff.
Yeah, I guess, to, be on the opposite side of that, maybe you should walk around with a flashlight, kneeling, one step at a time, very slow, very cautious.
Really, really cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would take like 10 minutes just to get from A to B.
Yeah, and maybe being a sitting duck will get you in more trouble.
Yeah, but I think the problem is just nowadays teenagers just think they're invincible, and so like they're not aware of their surroundings or that they're in a hazardous environment.
See, I would believe that a lot of it is not so much, invincible, because I don't really think anyone thinks they can take on, like someone looking around them. But it's more of it couldn't be me. Today's not my day.
Yeah, that's the one. It's always someone else.
Not
but
me.
If you're busy texting or you're busy listening to your music and, you shut out all your senses, then they keep you off guard. I mean, something could happen, and it can be you.
Yeah, that's the one thing people always have to keep in mind, and a lot of teachers will stress that, and a lot of safety instructors, policemen, what have you.
And I mean, to everyone else, that other person is you. Think about that.
One person in that class will get. So we will go to another best of street team.
Hello, darling. Sorry for the hair. I'm feeling a little verklempt, but we're gonna find out if other people know a little bit about SNL trivia. So let's go. First of all, do you have any idea who I am?
No idea who you are.
I do not. Buffy Thorpe, Linda Richmond.
Oh my goodness, that's impressive.
How long has SNL been on the air?
I'd say about a year.
30 years.
It's been at least 30 years now. It's
35.
50 years.
37?
36. All right, great.
Can you name any former SNL cast members?
Will Ferrell.
Steve, what's his face? Steve Carell, was he on? Just kidding.
I'm really not sure. Was John Belushi on there originally?
Yes,
Yeah.
good job.
All right.
Can you name any current SNL cast member?
Tina Fey. Oh, she did? I didn't know. Is Amy Poehler still on? Amy Poehler? She left.
Keenan Thompson.
How many movies have been made out of SNL sketches? And can you name any of them?
MacGruber was one, wasn't it?
That's a very, very good question, but I don't know that answer.
Baby Mama.
I'm gonna go with 4 movies. Higher than that, well, 7?
Wayne's World, Blues Brothers, Night at the Roxbury. And how many Emmy nominations has SNL received in the 36 years?
God, I don't know.
1. 181.
42.
100?
126.
Like butter, like Barbara Streisand made it. Oh. Well, I'm a little disappointed. No one remembers my character, Corporate Talk with Linda Richmond, but that's okay. See you next time on Street Tame. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Sarah Jabari. Stop, we'll talk, no big.
Thanks, Sarah. You know, I bet if she were to go around today,
yeah.
everyone would remember her because of the song by Duck Sauce, you know, Barbara Streisand.
Yeah.
Ding. I mean, that is so catchy. They play it everywhere.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good song, too.
It's like on the #1 charts.
It is. I think it's number 9 or 10. I looked on MTV. I'm into music, too. I'm into music a whole lot, but yeah.
But I just like the beat to it. It's kind of fast. It's really danceable, too. And hey, everyone knows the lyrics now.
Yeah,
It's only
the new term of the week.
Yeah, but for the, I was kind of funny to see like the responses. The SNL has only been around for 1 year, according to.
Yeah, someone said 1 year, and that's when you just say I don't know, or you just assume
that's what
two.
we were just talking about earlier.
You just
if you
assume
don't know,
at least 2 or 10, depending on your IQ. But yeah,
I wonder what people thought if they weren't familiar with you know the whole SNL. What her character was. I bet they were a little intimidated.
Yeah, just a little bit, the accent, sunglasses, you know. But I think the accent's actually kind of friendly. So.
Well, now we go to a concert with Courtney Shattuck for another On the Beat.
Right outside your locker. It doesn't mean that I'm just because of every other girl I don't even bother. It doesn't mean that I'm now, but just because I walk around your house dressed like a robber. It doesn't mean that I'm a stalker.
Little-known singer-songwriter Kelly James made a big impression at Bradley University last Tuesday. For Kelly, music has been a passion of his since he was young.
I started playing music when I was 12, and I pretty much always loved music growing up, but all my friends played sports, everybody played sports, that was our focus, and so I was just a guy with a guitar at parties, always playing. Started writing songs when I was like 14, and then put out an album in college, and that kind of took off from there, and it's been an upward trend since.
His music styling is unique, covering a lot of different genres.
The two things like rock and rap, which kind of brought me over into like Sublime and Green Day and bands that were sort of mid-90s that were kind of playing more in the pop genre, and then got me into like singer-songwriters, starting with like Dave Matthews, Ben Harper, into Jack Johnson, John Mayer, Mraz, all those guys that played guitar, sang, wrote their own music, toured, did it all. So it's a little bit of influence of everything, and that's kind of how I sort of get my style, I guess.
For Kelly, he's living the dream. He's doing exactly what he loves.
I would say music would be the thing. There's really nothing else I ever wanted to do. When I was 16 years old, I went to a concert at the Fillmore, saw one of my favorite bands at the time, and I just, I was looking up on stage and I was like, I just want to do what that guy does. I don't care what I need to do to get there. I just want to do what that guy does. And I guess you could say I'm doing what that guy does.
To you, girl, I'm standing on a rooftop, yelling out to you, girl. To you, girl, I'm standing on a rooftop, yelling out to you, girl. To you, girl, I'm standing on a rooftop, yelling out to you, girl.
For Midstate Magazine, this is Kelly James. Peace out.
Thanks you, Kelly. Now, did you say you were able to sort of interact with Kelly, or how was this?
I actually met him a little bit before the show.
Lucky.
Yeah, he was real cool, laid back kind of guy.
You get his autograph?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of people were able to give them before and some after, so it was a fun experience.
I like musicians who always take the time to get to know their fans, because it's such a big turnoff when they just are so arrogant. They just come and go without even acknowledging anyone.
Yeah, and one of the best things you can do is always open for a big performer. And when you're trying to, you know, become more and more famous, you got to be able to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I mean, that could be your golden ticket. You're exposed to like all of their fans they've already established, and then people can get introduced to like the new artist.
Yeah, I remember a little while ago I was exposed to someone, and he could play guitar, he could play rock, and a little bit of like country acoustic guitar.
Oh, really?
And,
a lot of
those
things.
And he could sing and rap, and he was opening for Lupe Fiasco. But yeah, that was B.O.B. So. Elizabeth Scoville has the Art of Ill Fusion back for the Best of episode.
Thanks for joining us for State of the Arts. I'm Elizabeth Scoville. This week for State of the Arts, we welcome back Art of Ill Fusion. Hit it, guys.
I love you, but you might not ever know until your soul turns cold. The prophecy's been told. It's worth much more than gold. My people stand up, revolt. Trust your government, 'cause they rush to hire any man, trying to turn us into Tiananmen Square. Can barely trust my own mama. Why should I trust Obama? We na na eh na na eh na na eh na eh eh eh. The prophecy's been told. It's worth much more than gold. People stand up, revolt. Oh. You might not ever know until your soul turns cold. People stand up, revolt. Oh, oh. They wanna keep us dumb. They medicate to try to keep us numb. I said that's when our revolution gon' come. You might not ever know. I can't be bought no soul. Oh, 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 oh. The prophecy's been told. It's worth much more than gold. People stand up, revolt. Oh, you might not ever know. I can't be bought no soul. Oh, 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 my, ooh, ooh, ooh. that's worth much more than gold. People say no prevo. Oh, you might not ever know. I can't be bought no soul.
Thanks for watching State of the Arts. I'm your host, Elizabeth Scoville.
Thank you, Lizzie. Now, what I like is we get presented with a lot of variety. It's musical artists here. And for that, I mean, it was kind of like chill, just very pure music, a lot of instrumental.
Yeah, and you always see, a diverse range of artists always on the show, and all of them are real good at their, respective genres.
Everyone's so different, but it's very talented.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun to watch. A lot of people have their own style, when they sing, and this guy, I don't know how he was able to hit the notes he was.
Oh, I know. I saw you get goosebumps when he did that.
I couldn't, I past
like,
age
hey,
12, it just couldn't happen for me anymore.
Well, I always, that either hitting high notes or the screamo music, how they're able just to scream and not like destroy their vocal cords. That
they're destroying
me. I don't know how they do that.
they're destroying them. It's just like a slower process,
Of course it is. Earlier we saw Elise's review of the year's best films.
Now we see her reviews of some classics.
We're looking at some classics and their remakes that do them justice. Take a look. The Philadelphia Story with Katharine Hepburn, Cary Grant, and James Stewart is a classic love story with plenty of comedy. Hepburn is engaged, but when her ex-husband, Grant, a reporter, Stewart, come as wedding crashers, love gets confusing. It was remade 16 years later as a musical starring Grace Kelly, Bing Crosby, and Frank Sinatra. This was the last film Kelly was in before becoming a princess and leaving Hollywood behind.
'Cause you're sensational, that's all. It's great, oh, it's great, it's grand, so grand, it's wonderland.
Also, during filming, they noticed that there was no musical number for Sinatra and Crosby to sing, so they added one last minute.
We sing, so rare, so rare.
Cape Fear is a lawyer's nightmare. When Gregory Peck's client gets out of prison after 8 years, he comes for revenge by getting close to Peck's wife and daughter.
I wouldn't want to think you'd forgotten me.
The remake, some 40 years later, directed by Martin Scorsese, shared the same eerie music and made Robert De Niro the most frightening Southerner since Leatherface. This film even had cameos by the original stars.
You know something? I think the only reason why I got into this cape is so I could see you again.
Sounds like a hell of a price, and I agree with you. I'm worth it. That's not much time.
That's plenty of time if everybody does.
Ocean's 11 is a comedy that leaves you with so many twists and turns you get dizzy. Frank Sinatra's Danny Ocean and his gang, also known as the Rat Pack, decide to rob a casino and plan to get away with it. 40 years later, the new Rat Pack had the same premise but with a more tech-savvy heist. Many have said it is even better and slicker than the original.
They put you in the middle of the room, 10 feet from everything. You have to get from there to the door without touching the floor. What do you do?
10 says he shorts it.
20.
These films are must-sees. Whether you like romantic comedies, horror flicks, or crime comedies, the writing is great, actors at their best, and an overall great time at the movies. For Get Real, I'm Elise Andert.
Thanks, Elise, or should I say Michael?
Yeah.
If you didn't catch that.
Oh, I don't know how anyone couldn't. The glove, the jacket, the so rarely found jackets.
Okay, that's funny. But it's funny to watch some of the movies just are in black and white, and then some are in color, the classics.
To me, I think the color holds my interest a lot more. There are probably some movies with some great storylines that are in black and white that I just don't give the time
and really, if you try to introduce that to like kids, the younger generation, I don't even think they would know what was going on.
Yeah.
I remember I was babysitting once, and I had these really old classic cartoons, with like Popeye and stuff, and some of them are in black and white.
Yeah.
And the little girl I was babysitting kept asking, "Is my TV broken?"
Yeah.
Like, no, honey, this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, this is how it's supposed to look.
Her attention wasn't even on the script anymore. It was just, why is it black and white?
Sometimes it can be a difficult concept to get. Before we end the season, here's a look at some times where we messed up.
Please enjoy the laughs.
Okay, I'm kidding. Let's go.
No, I want to do it one more time.
Okay, then I want to do it after you.
Okay. You're looking for a laid-back night on the town or celebrating any holiday. Jalapenos is not the place to come because that's not what I'm supposed to say.
And the tax went up 66% from 3% for all wage earners in Illinois for 5. Why did it go so fast at that one part?
It's from the devastating storm, which traveled through the South and gained steam in North Carolina and Virginia. 62 tornadoes.
Cut, rap.
What?
The Philadelphia Story with Katharine Hepburn, Cary Grant, and James Stewart is a classic love story with plenty of comedy.
66% from 3% for all wages. Wait, slow down, maybe?
Talented group that we call our friends at Midstate. Dirty Gentlemen, think it away. Can we do that again?
And beliefs about miracles and distrust of doctors. Among minorities, the study surveyed. I'm sorry.
From the middle of the 19th century, millions of people have visited the Lincoln home, from sitting presidents to veterans to school children.
This week, we reviewed cards.
Pull it up. And you fall straight down. And then you can run away. Deuces. It's so real. It looks like real. It kind of looks like you.
Yeah.
I was happy to see we didn't have any big ones in there.
Yeah, I know. I think I was caught slipping a couple times. I guess they didn't catch me this time around.
They must have not. They have it in their archives. They're just going to pull it out on you, your
Hopefully
wedding or
not.
something. I don't know.
I want whatever, the reel is at. I just want to take it and hide it so that no one will ever get a chance
That's
to get
valuable
hold of it.
stuff, Montel. Come on.
To me only. Hopefully
It's
no one
always
else.
funny when somebody gets hurt, like that guy that, I feel so bad for him having to put up with, being the dummy and.
I mean, he has to, do it. I mean, taking one for the team.
Dump.
Think
That's
about
the sound
it,
he makes when he's coming.
Yeah, a lot of people are empowered and know how to defend themselves because of the fact that he was able to,
Yeah.
do
No,
all
yeah. So it's a sacrifice he was willing to make.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this season for Midstate Magazine. I'm Montel Hardy.
Be sure to join us next semester with Midstate Magazine. I'm your other host, Marcella Gillen.